Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So, the weather's getting hotter and it's basically summertime, and summer gives me a lot of nostalgia because, it just reminds me of summer vacations when I was back in school and stuff. So, I kind of wanted to watch something that was a little nostalgic. Y'all know how I love Disney movies, so what perfect movie to watch than Mulan. Also kind of in line for Pride Month because although this is not outwardly like a gay movie, there are some undertones, especially with Captain Shang. And it's funny because growing up, I watched this and I never got that vibe. Well, obviously I was a kid. You know that scene in I'll Make a Man Out of You where Mulan kicks him and he's like, As a kid, I was like, yeah, he's impressed by Ping's progress. But now that I'm older and I look back on that scene, I'm like, oh, maybe he was into it. I don't know. But yeah, the general consensus is that, maybe Captain Shang was bi. Mulan was always one of those movies that I've always enjoyed. I mean, when I was a kid, it wasn't very often that I saw an Asian-centric movie in Western society. So, it has a special place in my heart. Is it my favorite Disney movie? No. But I will never forgive Disney for that atrocious live action. Easily the worst adaptation that they have ever done. Like, it was so far from the mark, it was actually insane. Let's get to it. Without further ado, let's get started on Mulan. I love the art style in this movie. Like, the watercolor at the beginning like this is so beautiful and it just feels so, it makes me proud to be Asian. And having it represented in a movie like this, even though, I'm not Chinese like Mulan, still stirs up that feeling for me. And then that feeling regressed when I watched the live action. I feel like I would have had a worse reaction if I got hit in the head by a fucking bird. I would be like, what the fuck? Now all of China knows you're here.
Perfect.
Okay, badass entrance though.
I believe my troops can stop him.
A single grain of rice can tip the scale. One man may be the difference between victory and defeat.
Wow. And then it cuts to a singular grain of rice that she was trying to pick up. And it's not even a man, it's Mulan!
Refined, poised, punctual.
And then she's late.
Aya.
I love when they include little snippets of Asian culture. Like when she said "Aya," yeah, I say that shit. My other Asian friends laugh at me and I'm like, okay, what's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? That's just what I grew up saying.
Honorable ancestors, please help Mulan impress the matchmaker today.
This is a different definition of free-range chickens. There are no fences. They could go straight into the family temple.
Don't worry, Father. I won't let you down.
I'm going to pray some more.
So real. When you're the family fuck up. Well, Mulan's not a fuck up, but I forgot. Did they ever say how old Mulan's supposed to be in this movie? I was gonna say she's on the verge of being a spinster.
Grandma, no!
And then the swirls in the clouds. Oh, I love the detail.
This cricket's a lucky one!
I love the grandma. This is what you give me to work with. Well, honey, I've seen worse. You'll bring honor to us all.
Mulan, what's this? Notes? In case I forget something?
Okay, but give her some credit. At least she's taking it seriously. A for effort. Boys will gladly go to war for you. And a great hairdo. Then what girls with good taste, calm, obedient, and a tiny waist. Damn, I might as well be Mulan in the modern age because I don't have any of that. Maybe calm. Kind of. Grandma, you're gonna mess up her lipstick. Now add a cricket. Just for luck. And even you can't blow it. Ancestors, hear my plea. Help me not to make a fool of me. Please bring honor to us. 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 Please bring honor to us all. Fa Mulan. Present. Speaking without permission. Oops. Okay, not to be mean, but those other girls have nothing on Mulan. Even under all that heavy makeup, you can tell Mulan is a baddie.
You must demonstrate a sense of
Dignity.
You must also be poised. best.
Ew. Also, that tea is so hot. It was steaming. Shouldn't that cricket be dead? Should be boiled alive.
Could I just take that back? One moment.
Honestly, I feel like Mulan could have avoided this if she had just said, "Oh, there's a cricket in the teacup. Let me get another one."
Put it out! Put it out! Put it out!
The way that Mulan threw the tea in her face and not on her butt where the fire was. If you truly think about it, it's actually all the grandma's fault. I feel like this would have gone on without a hitch if not for the cricket. But, I mean, Mulan could have messed up in some other way. So who knows? Alright, it's time for Lea Salonga's perfect song. Look at me, I will never pass for a perfect bride or a perfect daughter. Can it be? I'm not meant to play this part. Now I see that if I were truly to be myself, I would break my family's heart. Who is that girl I see staring straight back at me? Why is my reflection someone I don't know? Somehow I cannot hide who I am, though I've tried. When will my reflection show who I am inside? When will my reflection show who I am inside? Reflection is a good song. I've liked Reflection, but it was never really my favorite Disney song. But now that I'm older, I'm like similarly in Mulan's position where my parents are like, "Oh, like, when are you gonna find someone, Sophia?" And I'm like, oh, hold up. This song definitely hits harder now that I'm older. And I think the message is really meaningful because you want to be the person that you want to be and you're afraid to like show people because your family might not approve or like society might not approve. And that's something that a lot of people struggle with. That's why I thought this movie would be perfect for Pride Month. A lot of people in the LGBTQ community felt that way. And many still do. Also, I have to comment on the fact that she wiped her makeup off in one go. Like, either her makeup has no staying power or her sleeve is the best makeup remover out there.
What beautiful blossoms we have this year. But look, this one's late. I'll bet that when it blooms, it will be the most beautiful of all.
That's just... Her dad's so sweet. That's such a sweet thing to say to his daughter, who's already feeling insecure about not like fulfilling her role as like a good, dutiful daughter and stuff.
One man from every family must serve in the Imperial Army.
I feel like it's kind of messed up to make an elderly man go into war. From what I remember, he already served in a war or in battle beforehand. Can't he retire?
My father has already fought.
Yeah, see? He's already fought.
You would do well to teach your daughter to hold her tongue in a man's presence.
Mulan, you dishonor me.
Oh. Aw. And the way that he's like acting like he's able-bodied. Yeah, that's even more messed up. He's probably limping from injuries from the previous war or something. It's fucked. Also, I don't know what the rules were back in like the time when Mulan takes place. Her family seems pretty well off. They have like a whole big ass temple for the ancestors. Their house is massive. Like, look at the land that they had. They have horses. So you would think that like he wouldn't have to go because he's rich. You know? But then again, I don't know. Maybe being drafted requires like everyone, regardless of like class.
You shouldn't have to go. Mulan, there are plenty of young men to fight for China. But if you...
I know my place. It is time you learned yours.
Oof. Even her mom was shocked that he said that. This isn't even like behavior typical of him. But she's right though. He shouldn't have to go. This beat is so Sick. Ugh. Even when I was a kid, I was jamming out. And she somehow cut it straight. She did what every girl wishes they could do. Honestly, Mulan is fucking insane for this. Going off into war just to save her father? That's like next level selflessness. Loving her parents that much? Well, maybe this is like her way of being a good daughter for them, doing something for her parents. People with daddy issues are like, fuck, can't relate.
She could be killed.
If I reveal her, she will be.
Damn. And she's like the only daughter too. Got no other siblings. So if she's dead, her bloodline's over. Her parents are too old to have another kid. I was gonna say like they should have given her some siblings, but then I feel like the impact of her decision wouldn't have been as meaningful. It's truly all on her now.
Mushu, awaken.
Anybody who's foolish enough to threaten our family, vengeance will be
Mine! If you really think about it, Eddie Murphy being the sidekick in this movie is so random. When this movie was released, it wasn't like too random because Eddie Murphy was like famous, you know, in the 90s. I mean, he's still famous now, but like he's not as relevant as he used to be. But you know, in retrospect, it's kind of odd to have a black comedian in this otherwise Asian film.
Your great-granddaughter had to be a cross-dresser!
Leave her alone! She was trying to save her father.
You had your chance to protect the Parr family.
Your misguidance led Fateh into disaster.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
And your point is?
Mushu did not give a fuck that he got someone beheaded. He was like, okay, and?
Just one chance. Is that too much to ask? I mean, it's not like it'll kill you.
I mean, you killed someone.
Come on, boy. Go get her. Go on. Come on. Hello! Hello!
Bro, he just killed one of the spirits. I wish we knew why the Great Stone Dragon never awoke. I mean, aside from the fact that Mushu literally disintegrated his entire body, I wonder why he didn't awake when Mushu was calling him. He just couldn't be bothered. He was like, Mulan can take care of herself. I believe in her.
I make Mulan a war hero and they'll be begging me to come back to work. That's the master plan. Imperial scouts. The Emperor will stop you.
Stop me. He invited me.
Okay, how many of you guys have a hear me out moment with Shan Yu? Because not me personally, but I just know someone out there is saying, hear me out. Shan Yu though.
How many men does it take to deliver a message? One.
Oof. I like that when it cuts to black for dramatic effect because they know someone died for sure.
I see you have a sword. I have one too.
Yeah, but you don't have like the bodily sword.
Hear someone ask for America. Let me hear you say, ow!
Ah!
That's close enough. But I have been sent by your ancestors to guide you through.
This cricket has suffered so much abuse. Although it did ruin Mulan's matchmaking services, so I don't know. But if you really think about it, the cricket is lucky because it led her down this path where she becomes a war hero and she meets Shang, so I guess ultimately, yeah, it is pretty lucky.
You're,
Intimidating? Awe-inspiring?
tiny.
My eyes can see straight through your armor. Oh!
The way she covered herself.
Dishonor on you!
Dishonor
Dishonor
on
on
your
your
cow!
cow! Shoulders back, chest high, feet apart, head up, and strut. 2, 3, break it down. 4, 2, 3, and work it.
She's walking as if she needs to take a massive shit.
They're disgusting.
No, they're men.
I love that line. They're disgusting. No, they're men. Men are just never beating the don't wash their ass allegations out here. Choose your fighter. Picking in between your toes with chopsticks or not washing your ass.
Now slap them on the behind. They like that.
Chicken boy.
Chicken boy, say that to my face, you limp noodle.
How does this keep happening to Mulan? First the matchmaker and now the army camp. Like she's actually prone to accidents. It's not just her being clumsy. She's like inviting it with her energy. Maybe it's Mushu. They need to get rid of Mushu as a family dragon. I feel like he just brings the bad luck. All the other guardians and then Mushu, he just brings them down like disproportionately.
When Chifu believes you're ready, you will join us, Captain. Number 1 in his class, extensive knowledge of training techniques, and impressive military lineage.
Okay. Way to hype up your own family like that.
Good luck, Father.
Nepotism!
I don't need anyone causing trouble in my camp.
Sorry.
I mean, sorry you had to see that, but you know how it is when you get.
What's your name? Achoo.
Achoo.
Achoo. Gesundheit. I'd kill myself.
Stupid.
Ping was my best friend growing up.
It's Ping.
She really couldn't think of any men's name.
Fazoo. The Fazoo? I didn't know
So they know who he is. So that's messed up that they would make him go back into war. Come on. Girl, don't embarrass yourself, please. They don't question why she's sleeping away from everyone else.
All right, rise and shine, Sleeping Beauty.
Ooh, Sleeping Beauty. Ooh, Disney reference. Ooh, Easter egg.
Look, you get porridge, and it's happy to see you.
That's some watery ass porridge.
Am I late?
No time to talk. Now remember, it's your first day.
Also, who the fuck eats porridge with chopsticks? Her little cow lick, I love it.
Order? People, order? I'd like a pan-fried noodle.
Sweet and pungent shrimp.
That's funny.
It is funny.
You will assemble swiftly and silently every morning. Anyone who acts otherwise...
Ooh, Mulan is like, God damn! I don't blame her, girl. Look at him. Captain Shang is fine! He's so...
I'll get that arrow, pretty boy. And I'll...
See, even the men think he's pretty.
This represents discipline, and this represents strength.
Damn, if it's heavy for even this guy, what I want to know is, Shang is making them do this, but can he even do this? Ugh, banger song. Banger! Let's get down to business to defeat the Huns. Mr. I'll make a man out of you. I'm never gonna catch my breath. Say goodbye to those who knew me. Boy, was I a fool in school for a cutting gem. This guy's got me scared to death. Whoopity see right through me. Now I really wish that I knew how to swim. Oh man, you must be swift as a coursing river. Oh man, with all the strength of a raging fire. Mysterious as the dark side of the moon. You're not suited for the rage of war. So pack up, go home, you're through. Bro. Dude, this movie's so fucking good. Like, don't play with me, Mulan is so cool. She was like, oh, fuck, I can't go home like this. All for my father. Don't underestimate me. And she fucking did it. She did that shit. And look at, she's improving so much. She went ahead of everyone. Oh my God, Shay's like, oh, fuck, he knocked me over. That's so hot. Oh, that's my man. That's my man, Ping. The man. That was when Shang had his bisexual awakening. That wasn't a generic like, oh, I'm impressed. He improved so much. No, that was like a Ping. Yeah, and tonight I'll make you a man.
This doll came from a village in the Tongshan Pass, where the Imperial Army is waiting for us.
We can avoid them easily.
The quickest way to the Emperor is through that pass. The little girl will be missing her doll. We should return it to her.
That's just evil. There's like no remorse. The idea of killing children just like does not bother him.
Just because I look like a man doesn't mean I have to smell like one.
So a couple of guys don't rinse out their socks. Picky, picky, picky. And myself, I kind of like that corn chip smell.
Corn chip? Ew. Bathing in like a local lake or pond or river or whatever, that's so risky. If this was a mile away from camp or something, a mile or two away from camp, then I'd be like, okay, yeah, sure. But still, like, someone can see you. And like, even now, like, these guys went into bathe as well. And she's lucky it's only these three and not like the entire camp.
Come back here. I know we were jerks too.
The lily pad blocking his penis.
Hi, I'm Lane. And I'm Chief.
Oh! She definitely felt something when she bumped into him. Bro, I feel like it's impossible for them to not see her boobs. Boobs kind of float. Unless the water is like murky as hell, or Mulan is flat. There has to be some cleavage. It would be impossible for them to mistake it as like big pecs or something.
Don't be such a ouch! Something bit me. What a nasty flavor. Snake! That was vile. You owe me big.
She doesn't owe you anything. That's your job, to protect her. See, that's what I'm saying. The whole camp came. She is so lucky she got out just in time.
The general may be your father, but I am the emperor's consul. And oh, by the way, I got that job on my own.
Oh.
Y'all dismissed.
Boom. Roasted.
Kind of true. Kind of a roast. Nepotism, like I said, even though he is qualified for the job.
For what it's worth, I think you're a great captain.
You like him, don't you?
Who wouldn't? Who wouldn't? Look at him. He's gorgeous. He's strong and he can fight. And he has a secure job. What more could you ask for? I think it's even funnier because that's not like a photograph. That's a painting. He had to hold that pose for that painting. I love these sound effects. It feels so goofy, but like, I love it.
Urgent news from the general.
We're needed at the front.
Oh shit, Mushu brought them to the front? Mushu wants Mulan to die. What? Like cattle. Think of instead a girl worth fighting for. I want her paler than the moon, with eyes that shine like stars. Couldn't care less what she wears or what she looks like. It all depends on what she cooks, like beef or chicken. He has good priorities. I would love to find someone who would cook. Oh, gross Mushu. No woman likes catcalling.
What do we want?
Oh my god, Ping! Ugh, look at Mulan collecting bitches out here. How about a girl who's got a brain, who always speaks her mind? Nah, that's true even nowadays. People hate outspoken women. Don't fucking lie, dude. You ain't got no one. And I doubt that. I honestly doubt his mother even loves him too. A girl worth fighting. Ooh, the fucking jolly ass music to this devastating scene of death and destruction. It's a Disney film, so it's meant for like kids and everything. But then you have to remember that this movie's about fucking war. They're like, oop, reminder, death at every corner. Oh my goodness. When I was younger, I don't think I truly understood this scene. The concept of like war and death, it just doesn't really seem tangible. Growing up, being an adult, knowing the world events going on around you, and like you know that like war is real, you know that like people die from war all the fucking time. Yeah, like this scene is brutal. I guess it was good on Mushu for leading them towards the front because they wouldn't have known that this happened otherwise.
The Huns are moving quickly. We'll make...
Yeah. And he doesn't even have time to grieve over his father. He has to like put his feelings aside because there's bigger things at stake. Not gonna lie, that doll looks fucking creepy. It's like a doll version of The Grudge. Like imagine you woke up in the middle of the night and you saw that doll just like looking at you.
You just gave away our position. Now we're...
Ooh. How does Mushu fuck up every single time? Like even worse than the cricket. Oh my god, not the fireworks!
Save the cannons!
Or the cannons. And she just left the cricket.
Prepare to fight. If we die with honor.
Oh my god, that's crazy. Holy shit. That's so many people. Your stomach would drop at that scene. Oh my god.
How could you miss? It was 3 feet in front of you.
Mulan's fucking smart. To wipe out like the entire Hun army. That big brain out here. Oof. There is no way they are running away from this avalanche faster than the Hun's horse. And Shang should have died. Right then and there, he should have been buried. Honestly, amazing scene. Like, you would think this is the climax, but it's not. It's like pre-climax. And visually, it's so stunning too. There's so much tension and you're like, oh my god, like she could die, he could die. And it feels like there's so much at stake. Ooh. Ooh, oh, the scene is so good.
I let them slip through my fingers.
That's the strongest fucking rope in the world. That's carrying 2 bodies and a horse. Oh, wow, she got sliced in the fucking belly.
You are the craziest man I've ever met. And for that, I owe you my life.
Hold on.
When the last thing she sees are his lips. Oh no, boobs! I like how they didn't make her like too voluptuous. There's barely a curve.
A woman!
Has she never like had her hair down? What kind of reveal? I thought he would have ripped it off of her and shown, but I guess like modesty?
A life for a life. My debt is repaid.
Move out! But you can't just...
I said, move out.
Fuck off, dude. He literally saved all, or she literally saved all of your lives. The moment you find out she's a woman, you're like, oh, you know, fuck that. Forget that you just saved us. You need to die. Why is it so hard to be a woman?
I was this close to impressing the ancestors, get the top shelf and entourage.
Of course, that's what he's worried about. Mushu has like different priorities.
I should never have left home.
But if she didn't leave home, these people would have been dead. She wouldn't have been there to save them. So it feels bad now, but think of the good that you did.
Maybe I didn't go for my father. Maybe what I really wanted was to prove I could do things right. So when I looked in the mirror, I'd see someone worthwhile.
That's what I said. She went into not only to save her father, but to prove that she's like a good daughter, that she's not a fuck up.
I'll have to face my father sooner or later. Let's go home.
Imagine her dad wasn't loving and understanding and she went home and he just like cast her out and she literally would have nowhere to go. That would suck. Oh my god, that almost got me. I almost got jump scared by that. Okay, but the fact that there were like hundreds, even thousands of Huns and Mulan cleared all of them except 6, that's pretty good numbers. If Shang and the rest of the crew can't take on 6 fucking Huns, then maybe they deserve to lose.
Make way for the heroes of China!
Put your hand down, you didn't do shit.
Shang!
Mulan?
The Huns are...
Oh my god, he immediately called her Mulan instead of Ping. Unrealistic.
You said you'd trust Ping. Why is Mulan any different?
You fucking tell him, girl. And then the dragon looming forward behind Shang. Ooh, how did the Huns reach the kingdom so fast? They would have had to get to the kingdom and commandeer the costume in order to be a part of the parade. Ooh, how ominous. Oh, and him posing as one of the gargoyles. Ooh, damn, Shan Yu. Villains always know how to make an entrance. They're immune from looking like losers. How? Bro, that shit must be so heavy.
I've got an idea.
It's like they all dropped it, and then Shang was still holding onto it, and then he just crushed his fingers right under the fucking statue. Coursing river. Oh, I love the callback. Okay, Shang. Although I feel like it would be harder to climb those with silk scarves. Got no friction.
Now that's what I call Mongolian barbecue.
Stupid fucking joke.
Bow to me! No matter how the wind howls, a mountain cannot bow to it.
Ooh, the Emperor has some bars. That was a sick line. He just like, he just walked off like no problem. He's like, oh, I said my piece, I'm done. That's kind of scary, getting scooped up and just like ziplining. I mean, like, ultimately, what was your plan? Like, there's only 6 of you. You take out the Emperor, they can just easily appoint a new one. I feel like at that point, you should just, like, flee.
The soldier from the mountains.
I really like the character design for Shan Yu. Like, his tiny yellow irises, kind of menacing. Like a wild animal looking at, like, prey from a distance. That's kind of what he is. He's like a predator, preying on the innocent. god, weak ass pillars. If that thin ass sword could do all that, the kingdom should invest in some better infrastructure.
It looks like you're out of ideas.
Not quite. How is he stuck? There's no way. How did he get stuck when that sword can rip through pillars like no problem? What a cool way to end a villain. It didn't feel abrupt. They already fought him like a few scenes and then he blows up with fireworks. Also like doubles as a celebration for their victory. Ooh, this movie's so good. Like every time I watch this movie, I feel like I'm always impressed. Like I feel like I always see something that I'm impressed with. And then I remember how good this movie is.
You stole your father's armor, ran away from home, impersonated a soldier, deceived your commanding officer, dishonored the Chinese army, destroyed my palace, and you have saved us all.
Ooh. That imagery and the music at the same time, stunning.
See to it that this woman is made a member of my council.
A member? What? There are no council positions open.
Very well. You can have his job.
What?
Why would anyone want his job? Not gonna lie. Maybe she'll get like a lot of money, status or whatever, but I don't know. Like who wants... I wouldn't want his job.
Is she allowed to do that?
I was thinking the exact same thing. Oh my god, me and Yao.
You fight good.
Fucking Zero Riz out here.
Let's go home.
She's gonna go home like that? After all she's been through. They should have given her a whole carriage to go home in. She's just gonna ride off on her horse?
The flower that blooms in adversity is the most rare and beautiful of all. You don't meet a girl like that every dynasty.
Even the emperor was like, you fucking idiot, go and get your girl.
I brought you the sword of Shan Yu and the crest of the emperor to honor the Fa family.
He does not give a fuck about all that. He is just glad you are alive.
The greatest gift and honor is having you for a daughter.
Oh my god, why does that make me tear up? That was so sweet. The daddy issues go crazy.
She brings home a sword. If you ask me,
she should have brought home a man.
Does Fa Mulan live here? Thank you.
The way that they're both shocked. Sign me up for the next war. Me too, Granny. I mean, I would not go to war for a man. But I understand the sentiment.
Would you like to stay for dinner?
Would you like to
stay forever? Bro, I bet that relative that got beheaded, he's like, what the fuck, Mushu? You couldn't have done that for me? Okay. That was so fun. I always have so much fun watching Disney movies. Not just like because it's a Disney movie, but Mulan is just a perfect Disney movie. It has it all. It has fighting, family values, a little bit of romance, banger songs. Like, I know some people don't like the A Girl Worth Fighting For song. There's like a little sexism sprinkled throughout, but I feel like, I mean, that's kind of the point of the movie. She's subverting the expectations for women. She's going against them. She went into war to save her father, despite being a woman, despite the dangers, the possible dishonor to her family. Like, she did that. She did that! And the fact that it's Asian too, it fills me with such pride that this movie exists. It's so good that it infuriates me that the live action sucks so bad. It's criminal. I'm not sure if a lot of people know that there is a sequel, Mulan 2. This might be an unpopular opinion, but I actually really like Mulan 2 a lot. I think I actually watched Mulan 2 a lot more than I watched the first Mulan. But yeah, like, maybe I'll do a video on that in the future as well. I hope y'all had fun watching the video. Please give me a like, leave a comment down below, subscribe if you want, and I'll see you for the next video.